welcome back to Killakestrel Vlogs. Right, so in this vlog, guys, what I'm going to be doing is running through some tips and tricks for any gamers. Or this will apply to new gamers, old gamers. It's just tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my years of gaming, and things that you should look at when you're starting to play new games, or when you're playing games that you've played for a while that you don't fully understand yet. Okay, so number one, guys, what I'll say is you gotta say to yourself, what type of game do I want to play? Now, that can be an MMORPG, which is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game, or that'd be like World of Warcraft or Rift. Or you could go for an RPG, which is like Fable or something like that. Or you could go for a strategy game, which is like your Command and Conquer or your Cossacks. Or you can go for first-person shooter games like Call of Duty, that sort of thing. Number two. When you've decided on what game you want to play, then you should go ahead and research game tactics and tricks for that game. The best way to do this, guys, is to go onto Google and look at what types, what games fit the genre that you want to play. So, say for instance you want to play a first-person shooter game, you'd come to Google. My internet's playing up. You go to Google, just like this, and you go list of FPS games, and you will find a list of first-person shooter games that you want to play, and then you can see what game interests you most and then go with that. Okay, number three. Most important thing when you first start playing a game is to look at the control setup for the game. This is simply because if the game controls are awkward for you, it means that you can go into the settings and go into your key bindings and keybind the game itself so that it suits how you play. This will make you more efficient in your gameplay, and it will also allow you to play the game more efficiently and make it more fun for yourself, because you don't have to constantly worry whether or not you're getting the controls right or wrong. For instance, I started playing Smite the other day, and their controls are very, very awkward, so I've had to put in my own key binding setup so that I can play efficiently to how I like to play. Okay? Number four. If you're stuck for a type of game that you want to play, you can also go and find game platforms. Now, game platforms are things such as Battle.net download or downloader. You can have your Steam client or Glyph client. Sorry. And what these game platforms allow is for you to explore different types of games that these particular companies actually have in store. Steam is a very good one. There are hundreds of games on Steam that you can look into, different genres of games, and they're all reasonably priced, or there are some free-to-play games there as well. Okay, so number five. Read forums about the game that you're playing. Okay, so for this, what I'd say is, if you, for instance, are playing World of Warcraft. We'll go with World of Warcraft because it's a massive game, okay? So if we go to Google and type in WoW forums, and any game forum at all you have to do is literally just type in your game name and the forum into Google, and you'll find a forum for pretty much every game out there. And what these forums provide is a place for you and other gamers that also play the same game to share your insights and trade your own personal experiences and your own tips and tricks with each other. So you're not just learning from the company and how the company says that the game works. You're also learning from other gamers that have actually played the game themselves and have a bit more knowledge than what you may do. Okay, so number 6. Whoop, 6. Ah, 6. Okay, so find a strategy guide website for the game you're playing. So, for instance, if you're playing World of Warcraft, you can go to noxic.com, Icy Veins, or Elitist Jerks. These websites, what they offer is guides specially designed for the games that they're based around. So, for instance, World of Warcraft, any Blizzard game, for instance, on those 3 websites. And what this allows is so you can have a look and go, right, okay, so I want to be a hunter in World of Warcraft. What is my best gear to get at max level? What's my best spec that I can build with my talent points? And stuff like that, and they have many different guides. As you can see, they've got Diablo 3, Star Wars Old Republic, and World of Warcraft on Noxic, okay? And if we just click on World of Warcraft, I will just basically show you what I mean. You've got PvE guides, PvP guides, you've got DPS tools. It helps you with learning different aspects of the game that you may not have learnt about already. Plus, Noxic itself has a forum page as well, so feel free to have a look at that as well. So for instance, you want to go Death Knight, PvE guide Death Knight, meh. Come on. Sorry, my computer's really slow today. No. There we go. And I want to be a Frost Death Knight DPS. Okay, so we'll just wait for it to load up. And Noxic will now show me a guide that has been written out and has been subjected to Noxic from very good players that have played many years. And it shows you the DPS for single target, or splash AoE DPS. It shows you whether or not to use 2 one-handers or a 2-handed weapon to get the maximum out of your DPS. It will also show you things like, wait a minute, go back up, man! It will also show you things like what gems and enchants you should be buying, what talent trees and glyphs you should be using, and what sort of rotation you should be looking at for your spells. Okay, it will also show you some macros as well that you can use in game to help raise your DPS level. Okay, so number 7, when you're in game, don't be shy. All right, you're not going to be talking to people 100% of the time. Okay, but try your best to make friends with people. For instance, in my last blog I mentioned my mate Michael Sladensky, or Milt as I call him because it's just so much easier. He's been playing World of Warcraft since it first came out. He actually taught me more than I could ever have learned on my own about World of Warcraft itself. Okay, it's simply just a case of you meet new people, you make friends with people, and then you can talk to people about what they've learned and what knowledge base they have about the game that you're interested in playing, or about the game that you're currently playing, to help you improve yourself. Okay? And number 8, don't give up. This one is really important, guys. Everybody has a different gamer skill level. Okay? If, for instance, you start playing a new game, don't expect to be amazingly brilliant at it straight away. You're not gonna hit, if you're starting on like World of Warcraft, you're not gonna jump into PvP and instantly be up on the leagues of like Athene or anybody like that. Okay? You have to work hard to get to where you want to go. Okay? And all this learning that you do about the games that you go to play is very important. But don't get disheartened if things aren't working out for you. Okay? Never give up on what you want to achieve. just persevere with it and change things up. Mix up the way you play so that you can learn yourself as a person, as an individual, what the best way for you to game is. Okay? Number 9, set your goals. Okay, so this is a way to keep your interest in the game. Okay? Say for instance you play Rift, like I have recently started playing Rift. You can either aim as a goal to hit max level and do major loads of PvP, be amazing at PvP and hit that max champion rank, or you could set yourself the goal to find all the artifacts in the game. That is a big one. Alright? Or you could go and look at all the achievements and go achievement hunting. A lot of people like to go achievement hunting. You could go and try and max all your trade skills out, anything like that. Or you could try and max every type of character with every type of class or every type of spec. It's all worth it, and it keeps your interest going, and it's a good way of being able to strike up conversations with people. Oh, excuse me mate, do you know what works best for this? Or do you know what works best for that? Don't give up. Okay, so number 10, the last one and the most important of this entire list. Respect other gamers. Remember, everybody's playing the same game to have fun. Everybody's playing so that they can learn and they can grow as themselves, okay? When you're playing, don't get narky with people, don't get upset with people, don't have a go at each other. You're all there, you're all learning at your own pace, and you're all playing the same game. It doesn't take much to be nice to people and show some courtesy, and it doesn't take a lot of pressure, a lot of time out of your day to go, oh, can I help you with anything, mate? For a newer player than yourself, or asking for help from someone that actually knows the game and has been playing for many years. You'll find that they're actually more open to helping people because they like to impart wisdom. Everybody is a gamer, guys. Everybody is the same. We've all got the same goals. League of Legends is a prime example. You'll go into League of Legends and everybody will be like narky or moany or whiny because things aren't going right in that particular game. It's just a game, okay? Everybody wants to hit that max challenger rank in League. Everybody's got the same goal. It's just everybody hits it at a different stage. Rather than getting narky with each other, just be friendly to each other, have fun. Remember, it's a game. You're playing the game to have fun. That's it. The game is designed so you have fun, and that is the most important thing. Be respectful and have fun. And that is my top 10 gamer tips and tricks list. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, smash up that subscribe button if you haven't already. More great content is on the way. And all I will say now is, happy gaming.